Sup? Probably clicked on the wrong video, but I've already locked the door behind you, so you might as well stay. Have you ever noticed how a particular song can suddenly change your mood? Imagine this. You're having a rough morning. Everything seems to go wrong. Then, as you hit play on your music player, the first notes of your favorite upbeat track fill the room. And almost like magic, your foot starts tapping, a smile creeps onto your creepy little face, and the day doesn't seem so gloomy anymore. How does that happen? That's what I want to get into with you. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating world of music and its profound ability to affect our moods and even our culture. From the beats that make us dance to the songs we hear on Sunday night slow jams, music is a universal language that speaks directly to our emotions. But does music actually influence our emotional states, or does it simply reflect the feelings we already harbor inside? And in our modern world, where playlists are as tailor-made as our morning coffee, oh shit, that's a good line. How does this constant soundtrack influence our daily lives and even our mental health? We're going to look into the science behind music and emotions. We're going to talk about the daily interactions with music and its therapeutic potentials. And finally, we're going to explore the bigger question of whether a deep connection to music is a touching part of humanity or something more akin to an emotional crutch. So if you're ready to uncover why that one song can lift your spirits, and why that other song brings you to tears, let's find out how our brains and hearts interact with the harmonies and rhythms that soundtrack our lives. First, the historical perspective. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, long before streaming services and earbuds, music held a significant place in the tapestry of human history. To understand our contemporary connection with music, it's essential to step back and see how our ancestors used these melodious tools to shape their worlds and emotions. In ancient civilizations, music wasn't just entertainment. It was a vital part of ceremonial life, used to mark significant events, from births to battles to harvests. Tribal drums echoed the heartbeat of the community, bonding individuals through shared rhythms and experiences. Music served as a communal language that transcended spoken words, capable of expressing what mere words could not. Throughout history, different cultures have leaned on music to elevate spiritual experiences and connect with the divine. Sound like drugs to me. Gregorian chants, Sufi mystical music, and Buddhist hymns illustrate how sacred melodies and rhythms were designed to inspire a deeper connection to the spiritual and the profound. Sound like some music Aaron Rodgers will be listening to. Now, as we move into the modern era, technological advancements began to reshape our musical landscape. The invention of devices like the phonograph, the radio, and eventually the pinnacle of music technology, the mini disc player. To whoever stole my mini disc player in high school, I haven't forgotten about you. Transformed music from a community experience to a personal journey. With these devices, music became a constant personal companion rather than a communal event. Today, our interaction with music has become highly individualized. Platforms like Spotify and Apple Music allows us to tailor our musical intake to our current mood, creating personalized soundtracks for our daily lives. This shift raises a question. How has our emotional relationship with music changed now that it's so deeply woven into the fabric of our individualistic society? Understanding this historical context helps us appreciate not just how music affects us today, but why it has always been such a powerful force in human society. As we explore the present and future of music's impact on our emotions, let's keep in mind these deep historical roots that highlight music's enduring role in human culture. Let's talk about the psychological impact of music. Music has a profound ability to evoke and amplify emotions, but how exactly does this happen? Let's get into the psychological mechanics behind music's impact on our mood. Science tells us that listening to music can trigger the release of several neurotransmitters in our brain that play a key role in mood regulation. Dopamine, often referred to as the cocaine, oh shit, why'd I leave that in the script? I mean the feel-good hormone, surges during pleasurable experiences, including those musical moments that give us chills. Serotonin and oxytocin also get a boost, helping to elevate our mood and promote a sense of well-being and connection. Damn, all these big words make me feel like a pharmacist or something. While it's clear that music can influence our feelings, there's a significant debate in the psychological community about whether music actually creates new emotions or merely triggers latent ones. Some researchers argue that music acts like an emotional mirror, reflecting back at us feelings we already possess, possibly amplifying emotions that were just under the surface. Others suggest that music has the unique ability to generate entirely new emotional experiences. I remember in my music appreciation class at Truckee Meadows Community College back in my homeless days, the professor asked us if we think music can inject us with emotions or only trigger emotions we already had. He said this is an academic environment and that there are no wrong answers. This was music appreciation class, so we all appreciated music. So about 109% of us said music has the power to inject emotions. Then he basically said we were all wrong and silly for thinking so. He said music can't inject emotions. It's the humans that have the emotions. They only get triggered. That was the most successful ambush that I ever walked into. He was like the Viet Cong of that community college. Anyway, to further understand this, researchers have conducted experiments where participants listen to various types of music while their brain activity is monitored. The results showed distinct patterns that suggest music can both reflect and change our emotional state. For example, calming music often leads to decreased cortisol levels, indicating reduced stress. As there goes in pharmaceutical words again. This scientific basis supports the use of music therapy in clinical settings. Music therapists use specific tunes and compositions to help patients manage stress, enhance memory recall in dementia patients, oh that's about to be me soon, and assist in emotional recovery for those dealing with depression and anxiety. These therapeutic applications underscore music's potential, not just as a source of casual enjoyment, but as a powerful tool for mental health and emotional well-being. As we explore these insights, consider your own experiences with music. How often have you turned to a specific playlist to lift your spirits or calm your nerves? This isn't just a personal preference. It's a psychological process, deeply rooted in the intricate workings of your tiny brain. Now we're going to talk about music as a daily soundtrack. In our modern world, music is more than just background noise. It's a daily companion that narrates our lives. From our morning alarms to our evening commutes, many of us intentionally select music that resonates with our mood or the mood that we're aspiring to reach. But why do we do this? And what impact does it truly have on our day-to-day experiences? Choosing the right music for different parts of our day is a pretty intuitive process, influenced by both our immediate emotional needs and our broader psychological state. Mine is in shambles at the moment. A lively playlist can energize us for a workout, while soothing tunes might be a balm for a stressful afternoon. Each choice is a reflection of how we seek to manage our emotions and enhance our environments through sound. Research has shown that music can significantly affect our productivity and cognitive performance. So upbeat music, for instance, can improve our efficiency during repetitive tasks, while ambient music can help those needing to focus on complex problem-solving activities. This connection between music and productivity highlights its utility beyond mere entertainment. It's a tool for enhancing our daily functions. If you've ever listened to a lo-fi playlist or something, you know what I'm talking about. To illustrate this, imagine that you have a coworker. She or he uses classical music to set the groundwork for deep focus, switches to jazz for creative brainstorming, and ends with electronic beats to finalize her designs with that energy and speed. Then you find her dancing to ratchet music at the exotic dance club after work. This tailored approach shows you just how intricately music intertwines with our personal and professional lives. Beyond productivity, music acts as an emotional soundtrack to our lives. It has the unique ability to capture and influence the narrative of our daily experiences. A song that plays during a significant moment can later trigger a vivid recall of that time, effectively becoming a part of our personal story. This phenomenon suggests that our playlists are more than just songs. They're chapters in the autobiography of our lives. As we integrate music so deeply into every part of our day, we might wonder, are we using music to shape our lives, or is music shaping us? Either way, the soundtrack we choose becomes a powerful player in the drama of our daily existence, influencing how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Let's get into the power and influence of music. Music isn't just a personal experience. It's a cultural phenomenon that echoes through the ages. Let's explore how music shapes not only individual lives, but also generations and societies. Throughout history, certain songs and genres have come to define eras and movements. Think of the Roaring '20s with jazz, the protest songs of the '60s, or the grunge movement of the '90s. Each style served as a mirror to societal values, struggles, and aspirations at the time, providing a rhythmic backdrop to historical and cultural shifts. Generational anthems emerge when a particular piece of music resonates so deeply with a large group that it becomes synonymous with their collective experience. For example, the way Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana became the anthem for Generation X's angst and disenchantment. These songs do more than just entertain. They express the unique spirit of a time, capturing the mood of an entire generation. So while music clearly reflects the era it comes from, I think it's fascinating to consider how it can also influence those very times, creating a cyclical dynamic between creation and impact. For instance, the protest songs of the 1960s didn't just mirror the civil unrest of the time. They fueled further activism and societal change, illustrating how music can be both shaped by its times and shape them in return. This interplay suggests that music and cultural context are not just linear influences, but are interconnected, each pushing and pulling the other in a continuous dance. Music's ability to evoke strong emotions can create what some might describe as an emotional addiction. Just as we might crave certain foods or experiences, many of us seek out specific songs or genres to induce feelings of joy, nostalgia, or even sadness. We basically turn into Pookie, but without breaking the law necessarily. This addictive aspect raises questions about music's role as an emotional crutch, as well as its therapeutic potential. Beyond individual emotional impact, music has the power to unite people for social change. Songs like We Shall Overcome have been pivotal in civil rights movements around the world, inspiring solidarity and hope amongst participants. Music rallies people, giving them a voice and a beat to march to, proving itself as a tool for advocacy and transformation. In our digital age, we have unprecedented access to music from all eras at our fingertips. This ability to time travel through music allows us to experience the emotions and atmospheres of different times. Listening to jazz from the 1920s or rock from the 1970s can provide not only entertainment, but also a deeper understanding and appreciation of those periods. For many, it offers a form of escapism, or a connection to a past they feel was more vibrant or meaningful. Engaging with music from various eras can enrich our emotional lives by exposing us to diverse emotional expressions and narratives that we may not encounter in contemporary music. This kind of listening can also be incredibly educational, offering insights into the historical, social, and cultural contexts that gave rise to different musical styles. It can foster a greater empathy and understanding across generations, bridging gaps between the old and the new. As we consider music's influential power, it's also important to address the ethical dimensions. With music so deeply embedded in our lives and cultures, what responsibilities do creators have? How should music creators like me, and maybe you, handle the potential to influence public opinion and personal identity? Let me know, whether as a source of comfort, a catalyst for change, or a historical archive. Music holds tremendous power over our emotional landscape and societal structures. As we continue to create and consume music, it's worth reflecting on how these sounds shape not just our personal narratives, but the world at large. All right, let's get into the debate. Music, healthy habit or emotional crutch? As we dive deeper into music's influence on our emotions, a compelling debate emerges. Is relying on music to manage our emotions a healthy habit, or does it serve as an emotional crutch? This section explores the potential benefits and pitfalls of our deep connection with music. As I sat with this section, I couldn't help but recall a quote from somebody from someplace that the most addictive drug is emotions. With conventional drug abuse, we're actually after an emotion. And even for the sober and square, they are just as addicted to the chase for a particular emotion. We can all think of somebody who's addicted to even negative emotions, like granular forms of sadness and misery. And if you can't think of anyone, that means that person is probably you. Just kidding. First, let's consider the perspective that music is a healthy habit. Numerous studies have validated the therapeutic benefits of music. It can reduce anxiety, lower blood pressure, improve sleep quality, and enhance mood. Improve sleep quality? Shit, I might have to do that tonight. Music therapy is a recognized clinical practice that leverages these benefits to aid individuals coping with various health issues, from depression to dementia. In these contexts, music acts not just as a source of relief, but as a tool for healing, making it a healthy part of daily life. On the other foot, there are concerns that over-reliance on music for emotional management might prevent individuals from developing other coping mechanisms. If we turn to music every time we feel down or stressed, are we avoiding addressing the root cause of our emotions? This perspective views music as a potential emotional crutch. That could lead to a form of avoidance behavior, where one may continuously seek the comfort of familiar tunes instead of engaging with the complexities of real-life situations. To further illuminate this debate, let's consider insights from psychologists and therapists. They often discuss the dual nature of music's influence. While it can be a source of great comfort and a tool for emotional expression, it's crucial to use it in a balanced way. Experts advise incorporating music into a broader strategy of emotional health that includes other forms of expression and coping mechanisms. As we consider these varied perspectives, I think it's clear that music holds a unique position in the world of emotional health. Whether it acts as a healthy habit or an emotional crutch can depend largely on the individual's circumstances and the ways they engage with music. So the key is mindfulness and moderation. Using music as one part of a diversified approach to managing emotional well-being. Our primal connection to music. Music isn't just a product of modern culture. Its roots extend deep into the prehistory of human civilization. This suggests a primal connection between music and humanity. In this section, we're going to explore why music is such a fundamental aspect of human nature and how it has served our species over millennia. Scientific research suggests that our affinity for music might be hardwired into our brains. Studies indicate that even newborn babies respond to melody and rhythm, and certain patterns of sound can elicit universal reactions across different cultures. I think that's crazy. This biological predisposition towards music, I think it suggests that it played an essential role in our evolutionary history, maybe in social bonding, coordinating group activities, or even in mating rituals. Shout out that term, mating rituals. Looking back to early human societies, music likely served as a social glue, a way to strengthen group cohesion and transmit information. Long before written language, music could have been a medium to share stories, pass down knowledge, and establish communal identities. Rhythmic and repetitive elements in music make it an excellent vehicle for memorization and learning, qualities that were invaluable in oral traditions. Shout out that word oral. Music's ability to express and evoke emotion is so powerful that it can be considered a universal language. Whether in the joyous beats of a dance or the mournful tones of a dirge, music transcends spoken language, offering a direct pathway to the heart. This capacity to universally communicate emotions suggests that music helps fulfill a fundamental human need for connection and emotional expression. Some of you might consider mathematics to be the universal language, but I can tell you right now that if you try to talk to me in even the most basic algebra, I probably won't know what you're talking about. But if you start banging on some drums, you best believe I'm about to cut a rug. Every culture across the world developed its own forms of music. I think this shows that music has an essential role in cultural identity and continuity. From tribal drumming and folk songs to classical compositions and modern pop, music reflects the values, struggles, and aspirations of its people. It's not just a reflection of culture. It actively shapes and sustains it. As we reflect on music's primal roots and its enduring presence in every corner of human society, we're reminded of its profound impact on our lives and our deep, intrinsic connection to it. Music is more than sound. It's a fundamental human experience, echoing through the ages and across all divides. So let me wrap this up, put a pretty bow on it for you. As we've explored in our journey through the power of music, I think we've seen that music touches every aspect of our lives, more than we even realized. From its deep roots in ancient rituals to its profound impact in our daily emotional landscape, music is more than just a form of entertainment. It's a vital part of our human experience. So we started this whole shit with questions about whether music influences our emotions or simply reflects them, how it acts as a daily soundtrack to our routines, and its role in shaping and being shaped by cultural and historical contexts. The insights we've discovered highlight the dual nature of music as both a mirror and a mover of the human spirit. Now, I invite you to reflect on your own relationship with music. How has music influenced your mood and your life? Do you see it as a healthy habit or an emotional crutch? How do the songs from different eras and cultural backgrounds resonate with you? Slide into the comments section and let me know. I want to learn from you too. Consider conducting a small personal experiment. For 1 week, change your music listening habits. For example, listen to only songs by me on Spotify. Nah, just kidding. Only got like 1 song in there right now. Choose genres or artists you wouldn't normally listen to. Or maybe try to go a day without music at all and observe how this affects your mood, your interactions, and your overall perception of the day. If you make it out alive, come back next week and tell us what you discovered in the comments section. Music's ability to connect with us on such a deep level is a touching part of humanity. As we continue to navigate through life, this long, grim journey in life, let music be a tool, a healer, and a friend. I want you to remember that the soundtrack you choose not only accompanies your life, but it shapes the memories and emotions that define who you are. So I'm gonna leave you with this. As you listen to your favorite song today, ask yourself, what chapter of my life does this song represent? And how does it color my view of the world?